Hello. Oh God, she's here. Shut up, fucking Justin, yo. Hello. Hi. I don't expect a lot of people to beat that profile picture. I love Maple Shade, yo. That's my girl, bro. Oh yeah. Anyway, um, yeah. Uh, I don't expect a lot of people to be here today, considering the fact that it's a school day, and a lot of people I don't think are out of school yet. So, oops. Uh, but as the title and states, and what I was talking about in the ITTO server, today we're just gonna be talking about ITTO's history and why I made ITTO and stuff like that. I mean, I'm here. Shut up, Meg. Shut the fuck up, pencil. I'm kidding. Give a fuck, bro. Okay. Give me like a few seconds. If you guys have like any while I'm like trying to no, Justin, I'm sorry. No. No. Um if you guys have any like questions about like ITTO before I like fully start talking about the history about it, I'm willing to answer them now, I suppose. Tee hee, we're kicking you, bro. Okay. Um Before we start, I suppose I can talk about a few things about or I guess update. As or some people know, I suppose, I'm about to graduate. Um, we're all going to die. Okay, but um, what that means is that there is now a 50-50 chance of either a lot more ITTO episodes coming out or a lot less. um, I'm not too sure on Card is getting an education. Shut up, Goo Goo Gaga. Anyway, uh, either way, we die. Why, bro? But yeah, no. I'm going to be graduating soon, and you know what else I found very interesting? This is an excuse to bring up hard reset, right? I found out that when all the hard reset characters were revealed, it's the day before I'm supposed to graduate. So like it's like a back to back first. Wait, no, hold on, I gotta see real quick because I like either the hard reset shit either came out like the day before or the day after I graduate. Hold on, give me a second. No, I'm talking about like when the characters were revealed. I am like 90% sure. Um, like when that dropped, it was either the day before or the day after I'm supposed to legitimately graduate this year. Give me a second, yo. Um. Um. Okay, so we get out. Um. Oh, you mean the pilot? Oh, you might be right, Loki. I think it might be the pilot actually. Oops. Yeah, May 30th. I think this is the day after I graduate. I'm certain of this because I have to check in again. But I graduate on the 29th of May, and um the day right after I reset, guys. Yeah, like that's crazy, yo. Like low key, the fact that like I graduate, yo, I'm killing. Thank you, Celeste. Thank you. But um, the fact that hold on. Sorry. But the fact that I graduate um the day before the biggest fixation of all time dropped in my vicinity. Well, bro. I don't know if like Pyro or Sarah is watching this, but like hard reset. Like everybody and their mama knows that like they actively talk to me on a daily basis. That like hard reset like means like beyond words to me, yeah. And it's like, what the fuck am I supposed to do about that, yo? Low key. I I have really, I'm going to be dead ass with y'all. I have never like truly, you know, felt connected to, you know, an object or fixated on it as much as I have with hard reset. And that'll actually be a little subject for, you know, history. But we'll get to that when we get to that, yeah. Literally the worst time to get fucking food, yo, because I can't be like smacking my shit on stream, bro. Like I can't be fucking eating and shit. So let me actually send. Hard reset is a moment when things got good. I heard it. No, you didn't, yo. Why are you getting food right now? It's literally to my left, yo. Don't turn left. Sorry. Hello, Basil. Never turn left, yo. Anyway, who pinged me? Ew, it's Celeste. I'm kidding. Is that my goat? Hello, Saturn. Hello, my goat. Oh, hi. Hello, hi. 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 Oh, that's so cute. Okay. Okay, Celeste. Okay, Celeste. Oh, that's so adorable, bro. My has been giving me issues today. I see. Oh, no pun intended. Sorry. I'm sorry. Um, that was actually a horrible choice in words. I'm sorry, Justin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. No, I didn't mean it. I mean no pun intended. I'm sorry, Justin. Justin. My fault, y'all. Okay, sorry. I can't. Celeste, hold on. All right. So now that yeah, this fucking Dumbitron 4000, just fucking okay. Anyway, while I went on that, I can finally talk about ITTO history. Thanks. I'm sorry, Justin. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Justin. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Okay. But hooray. Finally story time. Woohoo, yay. Give me like 2 seconds because I'm gonna need water. All right, we're back. Hi. Okay, so yay, finally, Edo history. Woohoo. Okay, so as everybody knows, Edo, for whatever reason given, like back when I was like, officially starting Edo, I don't know why I made the official, technically, anniversary of Edo is 9/11, but I wait until like September 14th to legitimately celebrate it, because that seems extremely weird, to celebrate something on 9/11, yo. Whoa! Bro. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it was like the little goo goo gaga in me, like back then. Like that was too eager to start stuff, I guess. But you know, yeah, and that was kind of the kickstart to Edo, I suppose. Um um who Okay. Anyway, so after like a little bit, like I'm going to be rude with you guys, I didn't really expect for Edo to, go on for this long, as you could probably already tell. By like the fact that we had to take like two big hiatuses, or technically three, I suppose. Um, that's technically the second season, but whatever. Anyway, it was supposed to be, when I first made it, was like this was like way back when I was like 13 to 15 years old, I suppose. I One of like my main dreams of all time was to um become an entertainer of some sort, because a lot, or like back then, this was specifically in when I was like extremely fixated on Bear Star, and a lot of people that I knew in the bear community was like pumping out like videos and streams and such, and I was like, damn, maybe I'm gonna do that someday, yo. Right? So then, for like every now and then, I would like, back then when I was like 15 to 15, 13 to 15 years old, I would start like little bear streams, I suppose, or like me doing random stuff. Hi, hello pineapple, hello pineapple. Anyway, I'm describing Edo history, guys. Woohoo! But this stream probably won't be too long, because I just wanted to come on here, just talk about how Edo started, I suppose. If it comes down to it, I'll invite some of the individuals that have literally been here since like the first like 20 or 30 episodes of Edo. So if it comes down to it and they're like available and whatnot. Anyway, Loki. Okay, so when as if you were there since like the very beginning of Edo, you can tell that the show that will not be named was like the main spark for Edo at the time. um that show, and the person who made the show, he who shall not be named, um was one of my my idols, and sorry. Anyway, um as you can tell, a lot of like the previous I'm gonna stop looking at the chat. You're gonna make me laugh and die. Sorry. Okay, but on a real note, as you can obviously tell, if you like were there for like a lot of the earlier Edo episodes, you could tell that like this show was is like something that I hold or held close to my heart, and ever since that it got fucking obliterated because of the fact that the person who made it was an absolute dog shit of a person, I like lost my spark for a while. You know what I'm saying? God starts to shoot. I'm not at home again. 4,000 in the kitchen cupboard. Anyway, and I'm going to be real with you guys. I feel like I have, like, lost my spark for entertaining people, which is why there's been, like, 3 huge hiatuses at the time. I don't plan on, like, officially ending ITTO anytime soon, unless I somehow get a fucking job or, like, stuff, gets a little bit too hectic for me to, fully continue ITTO, even if it's for, like, on and off purposes. I feel like that's not gonna happen anytime soon, but it is a possible chance. You know what I'm saying? Not to freak y'all out, but, like, that is a possibility on the table. A very small possibility, but it can still happen, I suppose. And right, it's gonna be real with you for a minute because history, but there have been times every now and then that I just feel like I don't do enough for the ITTO community. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I do like the episodes and such. I do like small little events that people ask for, but like sometimes I low key think that like that's not enough for other people. And ever since that show in question got shot down, to be quite frank with you, I thought just officially ending ITTO. Okay, buddy. No, 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 yo, chill. It's not gonna happen, bro. It's not gonna happen anytime soon. Shh. It's okay, bro. It's okay. Car just ending it. Pack it up. No. You're going to Pyro? Ew. I'm kidding. I'm joking. But like again, ever since like that show kind of got shot down, like I completely, I felt like personally that I lost my spark for entertaining people. Because if you were to compare the previous ITTO episodes to, or the average previous ITTO episode to what we have now, it is nowhere remotely close to what we did back then. And that kind of makes me sad. You know what I'm saying? So you made it season the car committing suicide. No, I'm here, bro. No, it's okay. I don't feel suicidal. Trust. It's okay. But it's been really hard to do stuff for you guys. Like, it's nothing against you guys, don't get me wrong. It's more so a me thing, a me issue, if you will, that I want to do a lot of stuff for you guys. It's just that I don't have the motivation to do so. And every single time I do pull off something big and such, it does Carstone job. Carstone job. Bro, I'm not, bro. Shut up. Anyway, and every single time I do like pull off like some sort of like huge little small ARG or something, it's heavily positively received, even though people start fucking yelling at me because somebody got was led on it like in some way. Flower. But oh man. Okay. Anyway, Um, I do enjoy, making stuff for you guys, right? I really do. I especially like, making ARGs and horror related stuff because, not only is that what I'm into, but it's also, connected to, ITTO in some way. Those who know. Anyway, um, my apologies. Sorry. Um, hmm. Ooh, okay. That gives me a fucking excuse to talk about something that has genuinely been putting me on my fucking game for like months, yo. That ass. There is no limit to the friend glaze, bro. On some real shit, what's about to happen? So one of my biggest things like every single time, I think that, there's no really point of like, keeping ITTO going, I suppose. The main thing, like, that comes to mind is corruption by Side Player One. Do you please, I get on my hands and knees, y'all. If there is anything I want y'all to watch, it is corruption by Side Player One. That video, even though it's gonna become like 2 years old now, I think that right there has been my sole inspiration for like, keeping going for like my art and shit. Do y'all understand? If y'all have seen the full pieces that Saya has made, absolutely fucking gorgeous, yo. Genuinely. Oh my god, ITTO knows ball, ITTO knows ball, ITTO knows ball, yo. Oh my god, ITTO knows ball, baller. But I did want to like give a huge shout out for this segment to Saya, because a lot of Saya's writing, a lot of Saya's art. Yes. Oh my god, you're gonna love it, yo. Brilliant colors, pink colors. Sorry. anyway, sorry, my apologies. Y'all do not understand. I will glaze the shit out of corruption till the day I die, yo. I'm so serious. Like, on some real shit. That video, it may not seem like a lot to a few people. It could be like a small little Halloween special to those. But for me, corruption is like one of those videos that's like a huge comfort for me. You know what I'm saying? It's like one of those things for people that's like, number one corruption fan, you fucking know it. Do you understand that I literally like I wrote a quarter of the video word for word, bar for bar? That is how obsessed I am with corruption by Side Player One. You do not understand, yo. No, I'm in the corruption bounded governments. Shut up, fucking Justin. It's so good. Yes, dude. Any animation that Saya makes, I am all over, yo. Like, genuinely, their art and the like anything that they make in general is just absolute cinema, yo. And to like be on some real shit, they low-key like, inspired me to write my own stuff. Like, I'm gonna rip my hair out. How like it's insane of how much like Saya means to me, yo. Like, that ass. And it's not only like, them. One of another main thing that, is a Saya, low-key might cry during this segment. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Anyway, another one of like my goddamn, like my main points of like, keep doing what I like doing is a little group chat that I have with Saya, Chloe, and Pyro called the Reset Corner. Yo, I'm gonna be real with y'all for a minute, yo. Low key. I don't think I have had a better 3 system support group ever than these 3. Low key. It is because of like what they like usually make with like their art, like, Pyro's Hard Reset, and like Saya shit, like I was talking about earlier. It is like, striving to be like them, like, what I'm saying, like, to be known in the OSC, like those three, is what kind of keeps me going for ITTO, bro. You know what I'm saying? Eventually, I'm gonna be like that. I'm gonna be like Pyro, Saya, and Chloe someday, or like be known for something, I suppose. You said, yes, yes. Hello, Chloe. I can't really do this here because my profile picture, but it is like the reset corner. Sorry, the reset corner is like one of my biggest factors of that keeps me focusing on such, and that keeps me going a lot of the time. um Sorry, I low-key might cry, my apologies. um but they all three of them mean a lot to me because I like 90% of the time I'm in that group chat, I'm running my fucking mouth, yo, like I am the omega yapper of that GC, bro. I haven't seen corruption in a while. I'll talk about corruption in a minute, bro. But I have to get this shit off my chest, yo. I will rip like all my hair out. I will go bald. I love corruption, yo. Do not play with me, bro. Oh my life, I'm the number one corruption friend, yo. Don't play, don't play. But anyway, it's very hard to explain that how like I don't think there's yo, Flower, get out of my DMs, yo. Anyway, um, there aren't really, words in any type of language possible that could describe for how truly grateful I am for Pyro, Chloe, and Saya. Like on some real shit. Even though that Pyro and Saya aren't usually here, every now and then when they pop in, it does make me really happy, I suppose. Who is sorry. um I again, like I said at the beginning, like this rant for these three specifically, I don't think I've ever had like a three people or three person, there's only four because you count me, but like a three person, trio, if you will, group chat. That's more of like a found family to me, if anything. Um, to be real with you guys, real quick, I have an issue with trusting people. Ever since that those people, did that shit to me. If you those who know, those who know. Sorry. But if you watch the ITTO finale, for like, the first segment of ITTO, I suppose, you'll understand who I'm referring to. But I have a very hard time, being friends with others and, wanting to talk to people. But um the reset corner kind of, fixed that for me in a way. I'm not as afraid to talk to other people as much as I am now, or sorry, as much as I was back then. Um, hmm. This is a fucking reset glaze corner shit, yo. My apologies, but like, I feel like the reset corner has been like a huge segment of why ITTO's still here, because again, like all three of them have given their condolences and such, and they appreciate ITTO for all it's worth. And I can't really, you know, say anything else besides, I'm heavily grateful and such like that. Um, Fuck, yo. If I cry, I kill everybody in the chat. Okay. But Um, it's mostly um, for I died. No fucking uh, um, like it's more so like I heavily like enjoy, talking to them or them at least, reading my absolute, yap fest and actual like brick walls of texts about hard reset. Um and speaking of hard reset, we'll get to that because that loops into, Ito's history. Ew, ew, ew. But yeah, I appreciate those three a lot. I feel like I don't say it as much as I should, but I very much do, appreciate them as much as I do. Um, I have no idea if like, Chloe's here. I know that. Hello, Chloe. Hello, little stylist. I'm not too sure if Pyro and Sai are here because, they're very, busy individuals. But hi guys. I love you guys. Mwah. Platonic. Anyway, back to fucking Ito history. Yeah. So after like the little slowdown of Ito episodes, I kind of like got into some sort of funk, I suppose. That's where like mini Ito came in, to suffice the fact that I was being a lazy bum and didn't want to to set up an whole Ito stream, so I took to the Discord stage and did that instead. Um, oh my god, a lot of mini Itos were so much fun, yo. Bummy, yo, shut up, bro. You hate me, bro. You hate me, bro. You hate me. Anyway, a lot of mini Ito, and that's how like some of the more iconic, you know, shit started for Ito. When it came to like the ARGs and stuff. I may or may not have one like silently in the works. Well, not really silently anymore, but I have been working on something. Um, if the server kind of dies out soon, don't blame me. And then you ran out of money. um, hmm. So then after like all the little mini Itos and such happened, I kind of picked back up on, doing the guys, don't worry, I won't let that happen again. Shut up, y'all. After that, Ito started, pick back up, I suppose, and we started a lot more community stuff, I guess, if you want to call it that. I don't know. Give me like 2 seconds. Hold on. Hello, guys. I'm back. Anyway, so as I was talking about, I apologize if my mic is so shit. By the way, I'm on my iPad, so of course it might be doo dog shit. But anyway, ever since like Ito has gotten to, like this point specifically, as I said at the very beginning of this stream, I did not expect Ito to grow this big, nor expect for people to enjoy it this much. If you were to tell like younger me or like me back then, like the first 20 episodes, that hey, your shit's gonna blow up and a lot of people are gonna enjoy your stuff, I don't think she would believe you, like low-key. I low-key think she would have been in like heavy denial, let alone say that like nobody would go out of their way to like watch Ito and stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's more so especially of like my support systems that's also been a huge help for me. when I haven't been feeling too well, to do it and such. So like, the reset corner, like I said, Power Chloe Saya. Um, this freak, I'm kidding, but Flower has been a massive help. Fucking Yule or Holly, whatever you remember her by, she's also been an extreme help. Fiery has also been, literally since episode 3, Fiery has fucking been here. That's like my goat, yo. As much shit that I like give to Fiery means a lot to me, bro. Cause like low key, like ever since like Fiery's been here since, like I said, episode 3, that motherfucker means a lot to me, yo. Like one of the very few people that since like the early episodes that are still here. Goated! I love Fiery, yo. That's my swagger. That's my swag. Straight swagging it, yo. Bear swagger. Sorry. What does this mean, yo? What does that mean, Tacho? I'm gonna be real, but as much as I despise this show, I would have never met you. But that is like my biggest straight never again. I first showed up in episode 20. I think you did. Then you kind of stuck. So, see, the thing is with ITTO, right? If you are like, because one of like the main rules of ITTO that I have is that like once you come in, you cannot go back out. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta trap. You're trying to like trap in a comically large cage. Just getting relieved. Like unless that you get busy with life and such like that. But if you're usually never busy and whatnot, and you're into ITTO, it feels like you can't leave. You know what I'm saying? In a good way, of course. As like everybody and their mama knows, part 16, that I associate like my whole ITTO aesthetic with circuses and stuff. In October 2024. Bless your heart, bro. Bless your soul, bro. Bless your soul, bro. Oh my god, bro. Oh my god. But I did want to say, as much as I don't feel like I don't say it as much as I do, but I appreciate every single person that takes time out of their day to, watch ITTO live. And my help, Celeste, what do you think the answer to that is, Celeste? The guy with the wrench next to their name. Guys, comment below. Comment below, guys. I just don't know, bro. Yes. Bro, yo, how me and Celeste met were actually one of my literally the most legendary shits I've had ever, yo. Cause me and it's actually a shield now. Yo, shut the fuck up, pencil. Yeah. Anyway, me and Celeste met through Swirls, which is my goatee goat. Hello, oh my goat. No. How dare you? Okay. Anyway, me and Celeste met through Swirls of Stream, and like literally minutes or hours after the stream ended, we just kind of clicked together, and we never really separated after that. Also, the street is delayed for me. There's no way, yo. Give me a second, bro. Celeste might low-key have it rewounded or something, because, like... So, give me, like, 2.5 seconds, guys. Like the Magic Pencil smiling image? Yes, this is literally me and Celeste, yo. On my life, yo. This is me and Celeste. That is my diva, bro. Trust. Trust. Um. Ooh, I get to actually talk about how hard reset ties into all of this. I'm going to be so with you guys because there is zero limit to the hard reset glaze, right? Because I've said this before, and I will say it again now because I do feel comfortable, talking about this, to at least the ITTO community, I suppose. If I did not discover a hard reset, I would have died. Ever since the whole drought of that show ending, it was a completely a depressive state for me. Like I've for those who talked to me during that time, I kind of just lost interest in anything and everything that I did. I may not have shown it, but if I'm being genuine at the moment, I lost my interest in drawing. I lost my my motivation to make little designs of OSC characters. Um it was like a husk out of myself. You know what I'm saying? Um Again, like I stated, there were points at this time where I just you know um um very okay, you know what? There were times at this in this time period that I have had extreme suicidal tendencies. Um and it was solely because of the fact that this show, again, those who know, meant everything to me. Um and then it there are really no words to describe how I feel like this feels so parasocial, you know what I'm saying? Because even though that I am close with Pyro and Saya, I just feel extremely parasocial saying this. But to be quite frank with you folks, right? Sorry, I might look. I've said this so many times, but I generally might cry here because this shit is extremely sensitive for me, as you can probably already tell. Um, there are no true ways to describe my gratefulness for Pyro and Saya for making Hard Reset in general. I know that Hard Reset was supposed to be a fun little project that they came up with, but as I said, HR completely changed my life, and it's for the better. As you if you've watched my shitty audio remixed video of me talking about Hard Reset, um I don't know if I mentioned this in the thing in general, but again, it is the sole fact that I have been extremely fixated on this show. No, go figure. But it is mostly because of the fact that it's one of one of the biggest thing that keeps me going in life in general, not just ITTO. um Sorry. Fuck, yo, I'm about to cry. I hate it here. But um as I said before, I don't have any words to truly describe my gratitude for them both. um Sorry. um I know, Mad Lad, you said this, fat bitch. Anyway, sorry. But I sorry, I can feel the tears like shooting down my eyes and I'm gonna die. Um I keep saying that, my apologies, but Pyro and Messiah mean like the world to me because of, them making hard reset. And I know Chloe's still here. Hi, hello, Prezi. I'm going to hit Prezi with my car. I'm kidding. But if we're on the topic of, being lifelines and such, if, the reset corner never existed either, I probably would have died as well. If I'm going to be very frank here. Um, at the time of that show being relevant, um, I why is he always getting strayed, bro? Um, sorry. Um, I Lord have mercy, yo, cause fuck, bro. Like, I'm gonna explode, and I'm going to explode, and hi. Okay. Give me like 2 seconds, yo. Mm. Hold on. I'm DMing Fiery. Cards don't explode. Shut up, yo. Anyway, fuck. What the hell was I gonna say? Oh, sorry. I was getting rid of something. But anyway, there are impossible. Shut the hell up, Justin. Anyway, I there really isn't who DM me, yo. What, bro? Yo, sorry. Sorry. Anyway. Okay, anyway, there were, like, as I was trying to talk about, like, with the reset corner, because, like, you know, biggest support system at the time. Hooray! But I really don't have like a huge amount of words to, describe how much they mean to me. Give me like 2 seconds. I need, a bottle of water again. Okay. Hello, Rotatos. I am back. Um but yeah, the reset corner has been like a very latched on part of me, I suppose. Who pinged me? Stop! Stop, yo! Stop, yo! I'm sorry. Yo, I'm sorry, that's not supposed to be that funny. I'm sorry, that's not funny. That's not funny. That's not funny. My fault. But um there were points of time that I really did not want to continue any ITTO anymore or just do anything anymore. But the reset corner was one of the only few things that, reminded me that there, is still a point to that, I guess. Um And that's why I say that, like, again, I feel so parasocial to sometimes, like, despite the fact that, I literally talk to Pyro and Saya a lot, I still feel extremely parasocial with, like, with their creations that they make, and it's like, I feel like shit. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something, right? Sorry, I gotta fucking close that Discord, yo. Y'all fucking making me laugh. Get the hell out of my DMs, yo. But the thing is, like, specifically about the reset corner, I love every single thing that these people make, yo, on some real shit. Do not get me started on Rod and RC, yo. Do not fucking play with me, yo. I am the #1 remote control and Rod fan, yo. Don't play. Do not piss me off. Do you understand? Right? There are words, not even words, there are sentences, paragraphs, even. If I had the willpower to write out, like, an entire 8-page essay as to why I adore Rod and RC, I would. I understand, like, it's Saya's characters, they don't really probably mean that much. Yo, yeah, ew, ew, ew. Y'all gotta clock that the fact that, RC and Rod were like my first introductions to Saya, and it was like hook, line, and sinker immediately, yo. I think the video at the time is when I fully, like, who Saya was I think, hold on, because I feel like it wasn't corruption, yo. Like, I really don't think it was. Oh, guys, we gotta go back. Fuck yes. Yes, no. The video that I was first introduced to, like, before even knowing, like, Saya personally, was, I think, either April Fool's the Nervous video or Virus. That was like I think those two videos were like my very first, clicking that Saya, existed. And, like, I left it at that for like a year, and I never really thought about it again. Saya's writing for Rod RC into buoyant colors, but buoyant colors are just, it is hook, line, and fucking sinker, and I'm so dead ass with that, yo. Like, if you truly take the time and to, like, look at Saya's stuff, it is gorgeous. Genuinely. Dude, if y'all have seen the little reanimation map part that they have on their channel, dude, yo, bro, yo. Not to mention the little BFPOR stuff that they have on their channel as well. Like, the talent that Saya has is so unrecognizable. It's just like it's literally a gem. If y'all can, like, go sub to where's Sweet Friend Style? Oh yeah. Anyway, if you guys haven't already and you have the time to, please go sub to Sire Player One. That motherfucker makes heat. Yo, I'm telling you, watch. I know what kind of car you drive. Sorry, fucking, I love that video. But I feel like that despite the fact that, Saya isn't, really here as often, I'm hungry, fatty. Anyway, I'll probably wrap up the stream in like 35 minutes, because there is a few things I did want to touch on. But anyway, yeah, even though that Saya isn't, really here at all, or that at least they're a lurker, For the most part, I very much appreciate them when they take the time out of their day to talk to me and talk to talk to uh talk to Paro and Chloe in the little reset corner. Um, they mean a lot to me. Pyro means a lot to me. Chloe means a lot to me. A lot of the people that I talk to on a daily basis means a lot to me. And do not even get me started because that gives me an excuse. Every single person on the in-betweens for voice acting cast. Genuinely the best fucking work environment I've ever been in, yo. I'm so dead ass. I have no idea if Chroma's here, but if Chroma is here, you the goat, dog. You somehow managed to like wrangle up so many phenomenal voice actors, and no. I hope Saya low-key. I hope Saya comes to chat and beats your ass. Like low-key, that's world's worst joke. World's worst fucking joke, yo. Boo! Get off the stage. What stage? I have no idea if Saya's still up actually, but anyway. Do we ping them? Nah, they're probably asleep. Let them rest. Boo this guy. Boo! Discord.com. No, it's okay. Let them rest. If they're already asleep, I think they are. But that's most of the friend glazing. But now for present stuff and present updates while I'm here. Loser. Anyway, sorry. For starters, like I said, I am graduating, so now there might be a very heavy 50-50 chance of me either having a lot of more time to make episodes, or I will have little to zero time. I do have a community college that I want to go to, and that community college is absolutely fucking gorgeous. I got to tour it for a field trip, I think on Monday, and they have it's a slim chance, but if I apply now or sometime like later this month, I do have a chance of getting like a little dorm room all to myself, and I'm like, ooh, haha, ooh, haha, ooh. Fuck yes, yo. Fuck yes. So if I'm in a dorm all by myself, that might mean that, that might give me an opportunity to make a lot more ITTO episodes, I suppose. Another thing is that I have, like I said at the beginning, again, I have little, smaller events planned out for these next few months. I really hope y'all are excited for Cardstober this year. Because I'm gonna be real with y'all for a minute, right? Cardstober this year will be a lot more focused on letting others, because Cardstober to me, I want to let people experiment with drawing, anthropomorphic animals. Bear alpha. And a lot of the things that I put on this year's list is for like stuff for for people to experiment on and to like let people step out of their comfort zone. You know what I'm saying? And as I said, Cardstober this year will be more focused on injury. If that gives you anything, like sketchy injury, organ injury, yap, all that good stuff. I die. No, that's not gonna be that bad. Shut up, bro. If you guys would like, I could potentially reveal a single day of Cardstober to you. Maybe, if you guys want that. The first number I see from 1 to 31 is the one that I'll reveal. But yeah, anyway, Cardstober 26 this year. Yay. I am not too sure if there's going to be, any actually there might be a little 9. Jesus Christ. Okay. Day 9. 28. Bro was way too slow on that, yo. Who the hell? It's Mad Lad. Mad Lad's a runt. Give me like 2 seconds, chat. So you said, oh, I don't see a 9 anywhere. Right there. Oh, hold on. Right there, pal. 9. Day 9 is the mains of it all. You're not getting any context of that until October 1st or October 9th per se. And do you some justice, fine. I'll do day 28. Let me see what day 28 is. Oh. Okay, so day 28 is ghostly plotting. I sure do wonder who that's gonna be a focus on for that day. Well, I sure do wonder who's that's gonna be a focus on. Ooh. But yeah, I appreciate, people coming out here and participating. Ghost B. AR. Thank you, Mad Lad. You need to go to bed, yo. Tombstone! No, not even remotely close. Not even genuinely remotely close about who that main focus is gonna be for ghostly plotting. Let's think about it for a second, right? If the name of the prompt is ghostly plotting, who do you think the focus of that is gonna be, pal? I sure do fucking wonder. Ooh. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about for this episode. World's shortest ITTO episode, an hour long. Ghost equals dead people equals Tombstone. Yeah, okay, I think this is where we're gonna end the episode. But yeah, thank you all so much for attending this episode. And as for final words from me, since I'm the only one here, I appreciate you guys very much. I feel like I don't say it as much, but I really do appreciate people who come out and go out of their way to even peep ITTO episodes every now and then to do stuff. All right. I will see you folks potentially next week or the week after. Don't quote me on that. Love you guys. Stay safe tonight or afternoon, whatever. Bye bye.